Hey guys, welcome back to Pop Culture with Pat. Today we're talking about The First Omen.
What's your favorite scary movie?
A woman starts to question her own faith when she uncovers a terrifying conspiracy to bring about the birth of evil incarnate in Rome. So here you have Nell Tiger, who plays our main character, Margaret, and she is moving from America to Rome because she's in the process of becoming a nun. However, when she gets there, she soon starts to discover that there are some dark secrets that the church is hiding. And I'm just going to tell you guys right now, it has been a minute since I've had a film unsettle me the way that this movie did. I'm talking about, I was sitting there in my seat and I could just feel myself, tensed up, kind of gripping the seats there. And man, I absolutely loved it because that doesn't happen for me personally for horror movies that often. And so to get that feeling in a theater was just amazing. Right from the beginning of the movie, you just get this sense of dread and creepiness that kind of seeps into the movie and hangs around for the rest of the film. And so you just kind of feel like you're surrounded by darkness, watching this movie for its duration. Arkasha Stevenson, she directs the fuck out of this film, and she's instantly made herself a must-watch talent going forward, for me, in my opinion at least. The atmosphere in the film is palpable. The way that Stevenson is able to create tension and have that slowly ratchet up is incredible. Like I said, there was times that I could feel myself tense up, which doesn't happen too often for me with horror movies. The way that this film looks, the shot selection here, I absolutely love some of the wide shots in the film, combined with the haunting score that we get. It just really gives you the feeling that something is wrong and bad shit is about to happen, and it definitely does. Now, The First Omen, it definitely has some jump scares in there, but it doesn't rely on them, which is probably one of my favorite things about the movie. There are several different scenes in this film that, for me personally, I'm not going to be forgetting anytime soon. Whether it's something coming out of the darkness, or there's a scene that's very reminiscent of the film Possession from 1981. If you've seen that movie and once you see The First Omen, you'll know exactly the scene that I'm talking about. And then there's also a scene in here that originally actually was going to cause the film to be rated NC-17, but the director, Arkasha, she had to go back and forth, I want to say it was like 5 times, to cut the scene down a little bit to get it so that way it would be rated R. So yeah, just a number of different scenes in here that I was actually kind of surprised with. I wasn't expecting that from a First Omen movie. I just really appreciated the use of practical effects in this film because, especially for horror movies, it just adds to the authenticity of the film for me. As far as performances go, Nell Tiger as Margaret is so good in this movie. She has to go to so many different places emotionally here in the film, and she delivers on all levels. She's a complex character that you actually care about, and again, that's just so important for horror movies because when the bad shit starts to happen, you actually feel a little scared for the character because you care about what happens to her. Nicole Sorace, who plays Carlita in the film, she's the little girl in the orphanage, which you see Margaret kind of with the movie for a good amount of the film. And then you have Maria Caballero, who plays Luz, who's Margaret's roommate. They both gave really good performances. I actually got a chance to interview both of them as well, so I'll make sure to put the links for those at the end of this video or down below in the description. But honestly, the whole cast, I thought that they got a really solid cast for this film, which really helped it as well. And I actually thought that the way that this film ties into the first movie, how they were able to do that was really cool. Some things that they added there. I can't understand if for diehards of the fans of the original Omen that there might be some choices there that maybe they're not on board with. So I do understand if you're kind of in that camp. But for me personally, I thought they were really cool and add something for me to the film. Overall, this is probably the biggest surprise of the year for me with how much I enjoyed this film. I'm already have plans to go ahead and see it again in theaters. I highly recommend it for horror fans, and I can't wait to see what Arkasha Stevenson does next, especially if it's in the horror genre in particular. So as far as the score goes, guys, I'm going to give this a 9 out of 10. I absolutely loved it. If you guys have had a chance to check it out already, I'm definitely curious what you guys think below, so let me know what your thoughts are. If you haven't, is this something that you are going to be checking out? So let me know either way. Like I said, I do have interviews with both Nicole Sorace and Maria Caballero. I'll either put them down below in the description, or you'll see the title cards, popping up in here in a second. So make sure to check those out. It was great talking to both of them. If you guys are new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button as well as the bell button next to it. That way you get notifications for all my new videos. Give this video a thumbs up. And as always, please make sure to check back for more pop culture with Pat.